What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. BORI here, and today we're gonna take the M80 bike out. Right now this is how she's looking, and I got the I got a new dash cam, and I have the new display and controller on. So we're gonna test this out and see how fast we're gonna get here with this bike and this setup. So we still have two throttles but this controller here is 45 amps and this controller here now is 35 amps. So right now I'm gonna get comfortable on the bike, and now we have this dash cam here so we can have the rear view and another view of myself right here. I can video myself and in front of me. So now I'm gonna get comfortable on the bike. I appreciate everybody that has subscribed to the channel, and we just need 13 people to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, so I appreciate that very much. Right now let's head to my backyard. It's about 65 degrees right now, so it's very beautiful outside, but I'm still wearing my gear because I don't want to get cold, and it's been a while that I took the bike out. So let's get going. Right now the controller, the left one is at 5, the level, and the right controller is at, I'm going to put it on number 3. So we can go and head out to the backyard right now, and we'll see how she is gonna handle with the new controller and the new setup here. It's a little bumpy. Oh, So far this thing is acting very good, and it feels a lot better than what I had before, the setup I had before. So let's continue the ride here. Woo. Oh yeah, we got more power in the front wheel, so I'm gonna do the front wheel first and then hit the next throttle. So far it's acting good, but I just want to check the temperatures on the batteries. I don't see any warning signs, so we're gonna head out right here. Let's see, you know what, let's see, I'm gonna change the wheel size on this controller, and that's P6 setting, and the P6 setting is at 10, so I'm gonna lower that down to 5 and see if there's any change in the way it acts. That's pretty good. And we'll get out of that setting. And we'll change this, the wheel size on the left controller. I'll have to turn it off, turn it on, then hit both buttons, down and up buttons. Now it's flashing the speed limit. Now I'm going to hit the power button to change it to the wheel size, and I'm going to lower the wheel size down to 5 also, just to see what happens and see if it acts a little different. We could play around with the controllers here. We don't have to keep it on a certain level. So right now the bike's riding good. We're gonna head out right now, see how fast we can get on this thing. I'm just riding right now. The front wheel wants to burn out because it has a lot more power. So let's get on this ride. We can see the farms and the cows right here. Just looking around. I want to head back to my my house here because I have some food cooking. So I gotta head back home. Shit, I had the fucking button on the on the throttle when I was braking. My bad. Right now I am going to stop right here. And I'm going to change the wheel size to the wheel diameter, which is 20. I'm just playing with the settings on the bike, guys. I'm just checking it out. Soon we'll be going on rides a lot farther away, and we'll see the range this bike has. So right now I'm going to change it to 20. To 20. That's about it on the left one. Now I'm going to change the right throttle to 20, and we'll see what it does on 20. We're just testing parameters, guys, today. Just testing it out. It's getting very beautiful outside. This is starting to grow. We have the farmers already started to plant their crops, so soon we'll have crops, and we'll see how the crops grow as the channel changes, as the channel so right now I changed the parameters on the right throttle to 20 and on the left throttle to 20. And we have a battery gauge to the right throttle of 52.7, and we have a battery gauge of 50.3 on the left throttle. So right now I'm going to get real low on the bike. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. All we need is 13 people to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, and we could start building bigger and better bikes. This is just a little bike that I just put together just to ride around town and and see the sights. So let's get to let's do a burnout here, and we'll head on out. So woo, I had to let off the throttle because I was gonna fall. But we'll head out. It's a lot of fun. It's a beautiful day today. Oh shit. And that concludes the ride for today, guys. So the M80 bike is a good bike, man. You can't do too much to the controllers and stuff because it starts crying. But anyway, we did a nice run today. hit that subscribe button, and we're gonna go ride this thing all over town and see what we can do on this bike. So stay tuned. This is BORI signing off. I appreciate your comments and your likes and your subscription. So please hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. M80 bike out and BORI out. What up?